Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is April 14th, 2022, and today is Thursday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, oil breaks to the upside after hitting that wedge formation. But first, looking at the major economic events of the day, at 1:45 South African time, we have out of the European Union, ECB, the European Central Bank, will be having a refinancing rate. That's an interest rate decision. And then at 2:30 out of the United States, we have monthly retail sales numbers coming out. Now, looking at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, the euro gains over 100 pips right before this rate decision. The indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ both gained nicely. Looking at commodities, gold retracing after a really nice run, and oil, as mentioned, breaks out higher. Looking at the stocks, Apple gains very nicely yesterday. And lastly, Bitcoin still steady after jumping off of those 40K lows. Now let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. We're looking at the Euro USD at a 1-hour chart, and look at this really nice rally. 100 pips right there just in one day. Now this is a hard to choose this, okay? Many a time right before a number, there's been these like short squeezes where forcing the market higher. Now we are at resistance-ish level at this area, so just be aware of it, okay? There is some resistance here. If you look at a 4-hour chart, a little bit better. There's been a little bit of congestion, let's call it, at 109-ish level. So this may be just a pivot move, okay, just to take us further down. But look at the volume. It's already picking out quite nicely. Look at the GBP, not much doing, did bounce. The Aussie dollar unchanged really. So everybody's really focused right now is the euro. Now jumping in commodities, gold, after having a really nice run, I'm talking about from like 1944-ish level to 1980, that's a pretty decent run. We're retracing here to 1973. Now, we do have a supportish area between this 1970 and 1965-ish area, so just keep that in mind. Looking at crude oil, this has finally happened. Now, we have had this wedge formation, okay, for quite some time. That's a wedge. And that's a wedge, okay? That's as wedge as you can come. And we know that in these type of situations, usually a breakout to the upside, and sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Your go-to was right here, bouncing above this moving average, and then taking it from 98 to 103. A beautiful, really, trade. Now, we're looking at a daily. Let's just give us perspective here. We're bouncing off of it, okay? I do see 106 as the next resistance-ish level, so keep that in mind. Now, looking at the Dow Jones, really nice day yesterday. Okay, we did gain quite nicely. There's some congestion at this 34,100, a decent support there. Okay, so let's see if this is going to actually take us higher. Or this was kind of like a fake out, because if you look at the volume, they're actually going down here. Looking at the NASDAQ, also gained yesterday. Okay, bouncing off of those lows of 13,962. Okay, maybe giving us another shot at another rally. Let's see. There's lots of economic corporate earnings season is coming up. So there's a lot of information that's going to be coming out. So this is really just before the storm. Now looking at the individual stocks, Apple gained very nicely yesterday from 67 to 170. Facebook didn't do much, okay, which shows some weakness there. And Microsoft also gained a little bit after bouncing off of that 282 level. So keep that in mind. Now looking at Bitcoin, all right, we've seen it hit 40,000 and bouncing off of it, showing some strength there, okay, showing some resiliency. The question is how much, okay? We're just really choppy trading when it comes to this, as this is taking everything into consideration, all right, with the type of environment that we're in, people using Bitcoin instead of their home currencies in Eastern Europe because of the war and what's going on between Ukraine and Russia. So that's still digesting. So I don't think it's going to go back down to the 30,000, but we do have a lot of congestion for us to break out higher, okay, if that's going to happen above 48,000. So it doesn't look like it's happening anytime soon, but keep an eye on this as this still unfolds. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.